blue panties.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Benji Huerta. Welcome to another episode of the Spotlight. Today, in this beautiful morning, we're going to be talking with the man behind one of the dopest clothing lines in San Diego right now, Rottweiler. We're going to talk about where it all got started, some of the inspirations, and where he hopes to take the brand from here. So when you come follow us, see what it's all about. We're standing here with the man behind Rottweiler, Mr. Steve. How are you doing?
Good, bro.
All right, so let's acknowledge the canine in the room. What's up with Rottweiler?
Well, Rottweiler, we started the brand in the beginning of 2016. I initially started working on the designs. Mid-2015, I was working as a graphic designer, and I was working in a boutique, and I was selling a lot of clothes, and I was just doing math in my head, thinking about how many pieces were being sold on the daily, and I knew that I could come with some way harder. And so that's where the idea of Rottweiler came from. There was a film in the 80s called Dogs, and it was about these dogs that went crazy and started eating all of their owners. And that's where the Rottweiler idea came from. Where I grew up at, there was one of my major influences, an artist named Gods. He bred Rottweilers, and so it was a big deal for me as a kid, like always being over and around him and around the dogs. They were super scary to me, but like I got comfortable with them, and I realized that like you don't have to be afraid, and that fear, as soon as that fear like left me, then I felt like I could do whatever I wanted to. That's when I started the brand. I just knew that I was gonna do it. I wasn't really gonna be afraid of what people were gonna think or anything like that. And then I just came out the gate swinging. Like 2016, we did our first event. I dropped our core hats, the hats that we're still producing right now, and a collection titled The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And they were all like sublimation style printed shirts, and the retail price was like $36, which was just a little bit over what the standard was, like about $28. There was a lot of brands that I was seeing were just kind of regurgitating the same over and over. So I was like, I want to do something a little bit different and come with these styles and these graphics that I've been working on. And that's all it was. I just dropped that, and then the rest of the year was crazy, bro. Went through a lot, like from friends to family, like losing people that were close to me, and then just feeling like I had just gotten like a second life. I just felt like this was the birth of something crazy, and we just took it and ran with it.
Would you mind explaining to us some of the designs you got here? I see a lot of like religious imagery and whatnot.
Okay.
And now that we know what's behind the dog, I'm really glad I know that. But some of this, would you mind explaining it?
Okay. Yeah. So this piece right here, this was from our These You May Eat collection. What it means is in the Bible, they make a bunch of references to different things that you can and cannot eat. And this one was really important to me because they have here like the jackal, and he's being fed manna. And so this is an Egyptian hieroglyph of being fed the bread of life. But they're feeding the bread of life to a dog. And so this corresponded with a certain Bible verse that was about like, don't give dogs what is holy, don't place pearls before swine, because the swine will trample the pearls and the dogs will just turn and eat you. I started learning more and more about it. Other things started connecting. I have a bachelor's degree from State in sociology, psychology, and anthropology. So really like learning about the world and learning about Egypt and learning how much we don't know about the Egyptian history and those people, and then what the Jewish Israelite slaves took with them as they left. Like that gets really deep. These are all crazy things that like through studying different religions, which was what I was doing for 5 years while I was selling clothes and like making designs and working with Rossi and Swap City and doing all that. Like I was like, all right, how am I gonna drop all these ideas into a clothing line like subliminally so that people can like catch a vibe off of the graphic, and then later on I'll be able to explain, and they might come across something very interesting to them that will lead them to explore further and like basically force them to pay attention to Rottweiler. I just try to take the things that I learn and share them with people. So I know it's just streetwear, it's not that serious, but there's a lot of other knowledge that's out there to be gained, and that's what I want to do with Rottweiler, is share stories, share information, like teach people about where they come from, really. Everything down to like the tag, like we pay full attention to detail. Like This right here is supposed to be like the divine proportion. So this is like a 1 inch square, and this is like 0.618 of an inch, and that's exactly where that falls on. That's called the golden ratio.
Wow.
On this side, it has like the "do without wilt." It's a phrase that Aleister Crowley coined. It's from the Book of the Law, but the full verse is like, "Do without wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will." And that it just means like do things out of love. Do whatever you're gonna do. If you do something that's negative or positive, it's gonna have some kind of like trickling effect down the road, where like a butterfly effect, like it's gonna cause something else to happen. So if you can kind of watch what it is that you're doing and try to leave like a positive impact, then you know in your heart that you're doing something positive, and that's the way that you're gonna go. But if you keep doing negative, like you're not gonna be able to get out of that, you know? So that's what I wanted to do, take everything that I was doing, turn it into something positive, take all the negative that was coming at me throughout the year, and just drop this, you know, drop some heat on everybody. So
Now that you've met Stilo and seen some of his designs, we're gonna head over to where the magic happens, over at 3-in-1 Designs, see some more shirts being made and see what they're all about.
Police will probably stop us thinking we selling cocaine. Yeah. Hey.
So we're sitting here in the offices of 3-in-1 Designs, where David gets all of his designs done, and we're sitting here with Bill Boone, the owner of the establishment. How are you doing this day?
Pleased to meet you. Thank you.
All right, so would you mind telling us what it is that you offer here?
We offer anything you needed, printed, decorated. We're a one-stop shop for all your printing needs. We started small, just doing t-shirts, but then as each year progressed, the need for each customer changed, and now we do business cards, postcards, banners, all your signage. We do your mugs, we do tablecloths, whatever you need, we get it done. We've been here now going on 8 years, and we've just been blessed. We started from nothing, literally, and over the last 8 years have grown to now if I tried to quit the business, it would take me at least 2 years to roll it back because of how big we've grown. But we've been blessed abundantly, and we're happy to be able to be in Logan and to serve Logan.
Do you mind telling us how you got involved with Rottweiler?
So David works here, and he also has his clothing line that we print up here. He first came in, and he told me one day, we were burning screens for him, and one day he said that, hey, if you ever need any extra work, just let me know. At the same time, we actually got real heavy with some Navy orders, and I needed another screen printer. And he started off as a screen printer, and now he's our main graphic designer. He's helped push not only his own creativity with his own clothing line, but also push our printing abilities, because now we can print anything CMYK that we weren't able to do before. It's been quite a ride.
Trying to keep up with all my styles.
So that's that. If you guys have anything you want to get printed, some shirts, some hoodies, some cards, this is the man you want to talk to.
I'm riding down the Vegas Strip on a payday, okay. My fanny pack full of hundreds wrapped in a gold chain. Police will probably stop us thinking we selling cocaine. Thinking we selling cocaine.
So Identity is a shop my buddy Alex owns. He's a local San Diegan, but he was living in the Bay for a little while. Just hella influenced like by the culture, the art, style, everything. And we met like as soon as he moved back down here, and I just been coming here like doing pop-up shops with him, working with him closely. And yeah, bro, he's been super supportive with Rottweiler, selling. He fucks with it. He knows that other people fuck with it, so that relationship is there, bro. This is like this is a shirt we just printed up for them over the weekend at 3-in-1. Yeah, Identity, bro. Shout out Identity. Shout out Alex.
So you've been around for a year, and you still got a lot to go. It's already doing very well. Where do you see the brand going?
there's like a fork in the road right now where I'm at. I don't know if I want to take the brand and go more so online and target like people that have a strong online presence, or if I want to like kind of pull away off like the internet a little bit and like increase my presence inside of stores. There's a bunch of stores that I have my eyes on that I really would like to get into. Some throughout California, others like across the US, and then some international stores that I think would be really dope to get into.
For someone that doesn't know the brand, what do you want them to know about the brand and what it represents?
I just like people to take the product at face value, because I add so much detail into like the pieces, like I said, the tag, like all of our information, our website can be found on there. And just through that, like go and explore. Like, you may not have been expecting to fall upon or stumble upon all of this, but just I encourage you, once you do come across it, to dig deeper, because there's deeper meanings in all of it. And just come along for the ride. Like, I'll show you so many cool things. You know, it's gonna be dope.
She on the neck and knees. I don't be saying ho.
What's good, bro? This is Stilo from Rottweiler. You guys are tuned in to the Spotlight. I'm over here at Identity Shop, giving you guys a rundown about Rottweiler, what we're about, what we stand for, and what we got planned for you.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Spotlight. If you saw anything you like, come on, check out Identity, Rottweiler, 3 in the signs. If you do, let them know the Spotlight sent you. And like always, thanks for sticking around with us, man. Stay righteous, San Diego.
Give me the top dollar. I got the pop collar. You know the name of this. I got on Rottweiler. I do the thing with ease. She on the neck and knees. I don't be saying ho. I just be saying please. Give me the top dollar. I got the pop collar. You know the name of this. I got on Rottweiler. I do the thing with ease. She on the neck and knees. I don't be saying ho. I just be saying please. Give me the top dollar. I got the pop collar. You know the name of this. I got on Rottweiler. I do the thing with ease. She on the neck and knees. I don't be saying ho. I just be saying please. Give me the top dollar. I got the pop collar.